Okay, this is Yikes Dude 754 and we're back with Duke Nukem Total Meltdown TC. Episode 2, Level 2, Incubator. Okay, this map is off to a little bit of a rough start because of those guys. Yeah, why to waste ammo? And there was one of those gun turret things, but oh geez. Yeah, you want to be careful because that was a Sentry Drone, by the way, who just crashed into me like a reckless kamikaze that they are. 1138. That's probably a reference to something, but I don't remember what it was. And here we do have night vision goggles if you need them. So yeah, let's press that one. Quickly wake up all these guys. Really? Yeah, I think that should be all of them. Yeah. And yeah, there we do have atomic health, so that switch is only for, these windows and stuff. So here we do have a little bit of a cool effect, where we do have the room is kind of like lit when, the doors open up and stuff. And here we do have secret number 3. And secret number 2 was this one, and this was secret number 1, I believe. I'm gonna save that for later. And here we do have one of those fancy gizmo things, tech gizmo stuff, where you have like this cool sector effector rising computers. And back in the day when scripting was not possible, they did it this way. So this was the hard way of doing things. And here we do have laser trip bombs. And I forgot to mention previously in the previous I think it was actually Red Light District had one laser trip bomb in it. So in this game they are inventory items instead of being like, actual weapons. But they still do the same thing they did on PC, so... And yeah, let's be careful because there's a little bit of a... Oh yeah, I think all of these are... Yeah, they are assault captains. So assault captains are those guys who do the teleporting stuff, and that disables that force field. And here we do have secret number 5, and that is the last secret. So in order to place a trip bomb, you have to kind of like, almost as if like you would use a portable mech. So you have to like place it right there by pressing the inventory usage key, and I hope that it works. I don't think it will, but oh god. Oh geez. Whoa, you gotta be a little bit... Yeah, that just totally backfired. So... But yeah, I guess they will come handy later on, I think. So, yeah. Okay, and now we do have this little part right here. Shut up there, Mr. Enforcer. And I think there's another one. Cool. And now I'm gonna dig out the game manual and look for a reference of a new enemy type. We get to meet Protozoid Slimer. So here's what the manual says. It emerges from its egg, case ready to suck any creature's brains out through their nose, leaving a lifeless heap on the floor. Yes, they look like the kind of thing you take home to scare your neighbor's granddaughter. Yes, they do look remarkably like a large lump of snot, but a Protozoid Slimer is evasive as it stretches its elastic body from ceiling to floor and then creeps up an unsuspecting pant leg for coup de grace. Oh Jesus, French. That's a forbidden language. Ugh, I don't do French, but you know, I think that means basically a kill. But anyway, here we get to see Protozoid Slimers for the first time. There they are. I hate Protozoid Slimers myself. They're like, kind of like, a little bit like Lost Souls from Doom, but fortunately they are easy to kill, so they are kind of a little bit more of an annoyance in this game rather than being actual enemies that would possess a significant threat. And here we do have more of these eggs. And you can also try to always take care of those eggs first before the actual Slimers start to hatch from them. So yeah, here we do have the actual incubation area. Yeah, some people are better. Right. And here we indeed do have the incubation area, so I try to usually take care of as many eggs as possible prior to going to that area. But the incubation process is actually based on so that, you know, those enemies, the minute that they see you, there's a little bit of a, like, I think somehow I would say a bit of a randomized timer with the Slimers once the eggs, yeah, just like that. There was one of those guys, and they can do that too. Oh geez. Yeah, I was kind of like wondering where that Sentry Drone went. And let's make sure that there are no further Slimers. And now we can actually proceed inside the whole incubation area with all of the enemies taken out, or at least most of them, that is. I'm gonna be pre-firing just in case there are other Slimers, because I want to make sure that there are no Slimers bothering me when I do important stuff. And that should be most of it. And now we are safe to go inside this little bit of an underwater canyon. This is one of those alien places, or alien textures being used here. And it's kind of a little bit interesting how low I'm on ammo at this point, which is not a good thing necessarily. I do have explosives, but I, to be honest, wouldn't really like to use RPG against, you know, some of the enemies. And yes, there is that little bit of a turret thing, and this is not a secret, but it does have a pipe bomb, a box of pipe bombs in it. And there we do have a little bit of this shrink ammo things, so let's get them. And press this one. And take care of those guys. And then we do have these guys to deal with. I like using Shrinker for these, just because I like explosives in Duke 3D, so I try to, you know, kind of like preserve as many explosives as I can. But right now I'm going to backtrack and see if I can find some ammo, because I don't have any chain gun rounds at this point, which is not a very good thing. Particularly the next map, Warp Factor, it has plenty of Sentry Drones in it, and I think that chain gun is a good weapon to have. And also the fact that I don't have too many hit scan weapons, or at least the ammo situation is not that good. So there we do have at least some ammo. Alright, 100 rounds. That's always something. So, but I believe that should be most of the ammo, I think. Because I can't really, at the moment, I can't really think of any other place that would have ammo in it. Oh wait, maybe this place. No? And by the way, these sectors were sloped on PC, I think. Interesting little difference. What? That's weird. Because I remember that there were shotgun shells around this, or maybe a chain gun round or something, but I don't know. Guess not. Oh yeah, there we do have some ammo. But yeah, that's why it is always good to search all of the corridors with precision. And then there's still this part, in case you missed the shrinker from the first map, you can find it from here. But be careful because we got some octobrains around here. And there's a jetpack, yeah. And once you grab the jetpack, there is a little bit of an ambush with 2 Sentry Drones. So the other Sentry Drone is down there somewhere. So I think... where he is at? Oh, there he is. Please? Right. Okay, that should be everything. So that is episode 2, level 2, Incubator.
Piece of cake.
Please don't do the intermission skip. But anyway, Incubator, it's not too long of a map. And as I said, Protozoid Slimers were introduced in this one. They are like one of those alien kind of enemies that they appear steadily through the second episode, and also they appear in any of the other episodes from episode 2 onwards, and they are often like associated with different alien things. And to be honest, I don't know if because this is obviously nothing more than speculation, but quite often it kind of like comes to my mind that, you know, Protozoid Slimers are usually responsible for like cocooning those ladies the way they do and stuff. So I don't know if this is true or not, but at least they do have a little bit of a similar texturing, or some of the cocoon ladies and stuff. But yeah, Protozoid Slimers, I guess that they're more of an annoyance than actual threat. Although I have to admit that I have been officially killed by a Protozoid Slimer once during my Duke Nukem 3D career. I'm gonna share that story later on when I hit the particular map where it actually happened. It was pretty, I would say, freak occurrence, but yeah, that's enough of that. But Incubator, it's I think probably the toughest part would be the Sentry Drones early on, and if you grab that chain gun, that will spawn some Sentry Drones during that little bit of a high-tech part before the Protozoid Slimer introduction. So that part is dangerous, and also because it's dark, and those Sentry Drones, they have that little bit of a nasty peekaboo peekaboo style that they just like coming. Yeah, there you go again. The game does this thing. But anyway, the Sentry Drones, they have this little bit of a peekaboo thing that they come around the corners, and you know, they just they explode right in your face. That's I know that it's like a lot of Dukers hate Sentry Drones, but I have to say that I'm a huge fan of Sentry Drones because they're funny. They're funny enemies, and sometimes they cause a little bit of funny situations and stuff like that. But perhaps incubators, also that incubation area where the exit is at, or, you know, nuke button. This game does not have exits. This game has only nuke buttons. But anyway, it can be a little bit tough, particularly those octobrains, and if you start running around, and the Slimers can really become an annoyance. And particularly if you just, you know, walk straight in, and, you know, in that case, those Slimers are probably going to be a little bit of an annoyance, and they're going to make some of the other encounters a little bit more difficult. And if you grab that shrinker that was inside behind the nuke button, or above the nuke button in this case, there's just lots of things that can go wrong in the last area, and also the beginning of the map where you have, like, you know, those Sentry Drones, like literally 4 or 5 Sentry Drones in that first room. So it's like that's easy to mess up. And I don't think that there's really like a better way to deal with those Sentry Drones like I did, that I shot like one of them and, you know, just let them crash into the door. So, and also that is a good way to save ammo. So, but with that, I think we're all done with Incubator, and the next map is going to be Warp Factor. It's episode 2, level 3, and we also get to meet 2 new enemy types. The Assault Commander and Mini Battlelord. Certainly looking forward to see that Mini Battlelord on PlayStation. Yeah, it's been a long time, but for old time's sake, I'm always excited to play this game. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you around.